Hi, today I'm doing a review of Flamingo Road with Joan Crawford and Zachary Scott and Sydney Greenstreet. They are the major players in this somewhat of a kind of potboiler film noir, if you will. It's more than that. It's way more than that. It's about, Joan Crawford plays a carnival dancer, and she is tired of the life of traveling around with the carnival. She gets involved with Zachary Scott, who is a sheriff who is kind of under the thumb of a deputy who is under the thumb of the sheriff. And the sheriff is played by Sydney Greenstreet in the most unctuous and horrible manner you can imagine. You really just want to kill him, And he exerts every pressure to keep the two of them apart because he wants Zachary Scott, the deputy, who has the unlikely name of Fielding Carlisle. I love that name. And he wants him to marry this other woman who he's been involved with because it's the perfect political marriage or some kind of thing like that. Anyway, so Mildred, Joan Crawford, who plays, what the heck is her name? She plays some name that isn't mentioned here. All I know is she's Lane Bellamy. That's her name. Lane Bellamy is her name. And, as I said, she is in love with Zachary Scott. Fielding Carlisle. I love that name. Anyway, she's in love with him, and, well, her love is unrequited at that point. Or she feels he's abandoned her because he's married this woman. And so she ends up hooking up with a guy who's rich. They end up living on Flamingo Road, thus the name. There's this whole intro where she talks about people on Flamingo Road and people who can't live on Flamingo Road. It's very, social commentary stuff here. Okay, so in any case, she's married to him, living on Flamingo Road, and at some point, I believe Zachary just turns into a drunken zombie in a sense. I mean, he just doesn't know what to do after a certain point. And I don't want to go too far into this because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But let me just tell you, it's a very noir sort of ending. It's a very poignant ending. It's a good movie, and you should see it. It's one of the film noirs that should be noted, and part of that is the strength of Joan Crawford. Part of that is Joan Crawford. I mean, she herself is just awesome. She in a way, she practically carries the movie, in my opinion. I love the part where she slaps Sydney Greenstreet so much. Honestly, it is worth the price of admission just to see that. Anyway, I highly recommend this movie. I really enjoyed it a lot. So, see Flamingo Road. It is well worth it, even if I can't remember everybody's name. Oh, also, I believe the sheriff, played by Sydney Greenstreet, is named Titus Semple. Where did they get these names? This was based on the novel, by the way, which is interesting. In any case, one of the novelists, it was co-written by Robert and Sally Wilder, and the screenplay was written by Robert Wilder and somebody else who added additional dialogue, Edmund H. North. So I throw that in for what that's worth. Thanks, and I'll talk to you later.